This time, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our host for the evening from the great state of Indiana, our Commander-in-Chief, Bill Thine.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce the recipient of this year's VFW Congressional Award, the Honorable Joe Wilson, who represents South Carolina's 2nd Congressional District. Let's hear it, 2nd Congressional District. The congressman is a real estate attorney by trade, whose career in public service began as a teenager, working on the staff of the legendary South Carolina statesman Floyd Spence in 1962. He went on to serve as an aide to Senator Strom Thurmond and would later be named Deputy General Counsel to the Department of Energy Secretary during the Reagan administration, and to former South Carolina Governor Jim Edwards. He served in the Army Reserves from 1972 to 1975. Hear it, Army. And the South Carolina Army National Guard from 1975 until his retirement in 2003 at the rank of Colonel. Today, the congressman serves on 2 Armed Services subcommittees and is the chairman of the Subcommittee on Military Personnel. He also sits on the Foreign Affairs subcommittees on Middle East and South Asia and Europe. In his role as chairman of the Military Personnel Subcommittee, Mr. Wilson is responsible for military personnel policy, reserve component integration and employment issues, military health care, military education, and POWMIA affairs. Congressman, you sure got a lot on your plate. This subcommittee makes sure that our troops and their loved ones receive the first-class benefits that they deserve. Mr. Wilson has been a vocal advocate for maintaining the current military benefit and retirement system and preventing dangerous budget cuts to the Department of Defense. His subcommittee is holding hearings regarding sexual assault in the military and working with others in Congress and the Pentagon to find solutions to better protect our service members, as well as maintaining the integrity of the military chain of command. Mr. Wilson has introduced legislation that would provide equity to surviving spouses, as well as for National Guard and reservists who serve overseas. He also led the fight on Capitol Hill to lower the precedent of the Distinguished Warfield Medal that was so rightfully eliminated last year. I want to thank each and every one of you for making that happen. The congressman and his wife Roxanne are the proud parents of 4 sons, all of whom has served in the U.S. military, and all of whom are also Eagle Scouts. The VFW Congressional Award has been presented annually since 1964 to one sitting member of the House or Senate for significant legislative contributions on behalf of those who have worn the uniform. This award is extremely important to us because it recognizes that our military, our veterans, and our families of past and present have a champion in our corner on Capitol Hill. Please join me in welcoming the recipient of the 2014 VFW Congressional Award, Congressman Joe Wilson.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Citation reads, in grateful appreciation to the United States Congressman Joe Wilson from South Carolina's 2nd Congressional District for his contribution toward keeping the nation strong and secure, and for ensuring that America keeps her promise to 2.3 military service members, 21 military veterans, and to their families and survivors. In witness whereunto we have hereunto set our hand in the official seal of the Veteran Foreign Wars of the United States this 5th day of March 2014, approved by the National Council of Administration, signed by William A. Thine, Commander-in-Chief, and John E. Hamilton, Adjutant General.
Congratulations. Here you go, sir.
And General, Commander, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, what an honor, fellow veterans, to be here with you. And there's a reason why I left the eagle up here. I'm so grateful because my favorite award of any is an eagle, and I give all credit to my wife, and that is that we have 4 Eagle Scouts, and so. And in addition to my military service, the most important thing to me is that my sons have achieved that award. And then the whole story, I can't wait for my sons to see this, because every Christmas, every birthday, at the last second, if I'm in a quandary over what to buy them, I get them an eagle, and they say, "Not again." So, and so our house is filled with eagles. But my appreciation of VFW, you need to be aware, is daily, and that is that I live about 100 feet behind you. And so I walk by the VFW building, and I'm always inspired, and I want to urge all of you to just never cease, when you visit Washington, to come by the VFW building and see the extraordinary monument which is in front, a tribute to our veterans that means so much. And then, indeed, I inherited an appreciation of veterans, because my dad served with the 14th Air Force, the Flying Tigers, in Texas, in India and China. And so I'm just so proud of his service. And as a little guy, I grew up with such an appreciation of the sacrifices, the commitment, the passion of veterans. Additionally, then, I was very grateful. My wife, her dad served as a Marine, received the Navy Cross at Okinawa. And he would do what any Marine would do. He was told that they could not, his contingent could not seize the Shuri Castle, which was the headquarters of the Japanese Imperial Army there on Okinawa, that it had been refortified and fortified with tunnels for 300 years. You don't tell Marines they can't get the headquarters. They got the headquarters. But most inspiring to me, too, were, you heard that I served for 31 years in the Guard and Reserve. And so it was very important to me that every opportunity that I had, I took my sons to different reserve events, different Guard events. I would be at Armory events. I would be in general public events. You call it the Christmas parades or 4th of July activities. Everywhere I went, my sons noticed something, and that is the friendships that I developed, the bonds that I developed with my fellow Army Guard members. And they saw that the most capable, competent, and patriotic people that I had the privilege of introducing them to were you, and that is the people who served our country. And also, I want to bring it up to date. I'm so grateful that our oldest son served in Iraq with the field artillery. He was retrained for MP duty, received 2 combat action badges for his service in Iraq. So it's very personal. And hey, military services opportunity. He did well. He came back and married the newscaster of the largest television station in South Carolina, and then was elected the youngest Attorney General in the United States. So that's so. Hey, we know something. Military services opportunity. My number 2 son, from my Army-centric life, is off track, but we still claim him. He's a doctor in the Navy, and so I'm so proud of his service, and he's done so well. His wife could select where he's serving, Naples, Italy, and so and again, that's opportunity, and that's what military service is, protecting the freedoms and promoting the freedoms of our country, but having an opportunity to serve and meeting extraordinary people in military services. I look out, y'all are inspiring to me. My 3rd guy is a signal officer and has served with Bright Star in Egypt. But hey, I've got a prospective new member for you. And I wish we did have lighting, and one day we need to get lighting here in this building. But hey, you need to be aware, we're in the House of Lords, the Senate. They may not have lighting. But anyway, this is a picture of my youngest son in December. He's an engineer, and he just returned from almost a year's service in Afghanistan. So our family is very grateful. And then flash forward to today. I was so happy to have an extraordinary delegation from the Palmetto State, from South Carolina, come by to bring me the agenda of the VFW. And I was so happy that I had the opportunity to express our nation is still at war. I was on the House floor today. I gave a speech at high noon, and I pointed out how important it is to have peace through strength. The way, and sadly what we see today, and that's why you're so important, and that is that veteran service organizations led by VFW, we need to remind members of Congress that indeed we're still at war. So I was happy on the House floor to have this presented today. And then you need to know we've got good people who are available to back us up. As I look out here, and there may be others, but one person comes to mind, Congressman Tom Rice. And Congressman Rice is from the 7th District of South Carolina. And when you meet Congressman Rice, if you notice that he has a big smile, that's because he's from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And he gets to represent Myrtle Beach, my wife's hometown of Florence, but he knows something. In about 24 hours, he's going to be back at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I want to extend an invitation. As you visit with your member of Congress, please go by, but always understand as a secondary office, please come by 2229 Rayburn House office building. It's an open door. I'm just so grateful that I've got an extraordinary staff. They're here tonight. Chad Signor is my military legislative assistant. We also have a Marine Fellow in our office, and Captain Veronica Kilrider is here. And also very grateful that Matt Blackburn is here from our office. So we've got extraordinary people. You will be greeted with rose petals. And again, I want you to please look for this, the eagle. Hey, again, there's nothing I like better than an eagle. Thank you. God bless you.